Well, good morning. I hope you're doing well. We are back in LOTRO, and last time Miss Medrielle stopped in the middle of helping Doron out here, so we're going to continue. We must end this threat before it spreads further out of the east. Are you ready to depart? Yes, we're ready. All right,
While
let's see.
confronting the treacherous brigands and oathbreakers of Ost Celebrant, you have discovered a concealed passage that reeks of dread. What horrors could be lurking beneath the crumbling ruins?
Okay, I guess we're going to find out. That's brigands. Hey, I hear you sneaking about. Do you really? Wow, they got that fire going, don't they? Oh wow, this place is huge. Gondorian trader. More brigands. Another Gondorian trader. Notice it's very linear though. Oh, hello. Unrepentant soldier. I was gonna say, maybe I should make sure Doran doesn't die, but he is a ghost. I don't think he's gonna die. Explore the ruins. I love how this one is barred off. Wow, how deep does this thing go? I've never even known. You notice strange banners adorning the hall, but there is no sign of the Easterling. Oh, maybe we shouldn't go down that way. Oh, somebody made themselves right at home here. This looks like it used to be a giant banquet hall or something. We have to go down here. Suddenly a voice rises through the air behind you. Well, I'm hardly surprised. They believe they were chosen by the Eye to serve such fools. They are merely tools of my people. Still, they delayed you long enough. These men you aid are beyond helping. They would sooner fight amongst themselves than against a foe. My people will engulf this land in terror, and when at last the dark shadow of our master falls upon this realm, both Rohan and Gondor will fall. You only delay your fate. Submit. And an empty victory, your doom rises in the east. The Easterling is vanquished and our search is at an end, but this man brings grim tidings for the days to come. If his people are truly as strong as he claims, the Horse Lords have much to fear. Come, let us depart. You must bring word to your allies immediately. The day is ours. Let us leave this foul place. What was once a lovely Gondorian city. Alright, so. I'll keep you for a second, because it looks like we are... Yeah, in the middle of Ost Celebrant. So, you can help me get out of here. At least I hope you'll help me get out of here. Yes, he will. So he will keep fighting. Of course, now I have to figure out which way is out. Ah, I believe this way. I should have known he would stop to fight everything. See, if I had finished his quest before doing this, he wouldn't be here to help me fight. But by keeping him around for just a little bit longer, we had his help if we needed it. Now that we're on the other side, we can finish his quest. Make sure I have room in my bag for anything I do. The day is ours. I was not certain what we would face in those ruins, but it eases me to know that Ost Celebrant is once again in the hands of my people and our allies. Your journey is far from over, but delight in the moment of peace. Those are actually decent gloves, although I would lose a lot of vitality. Still, I might end up using them. So I'll actually take them. The battle is won. You fought with such valor, and I am proud to have served at your side. I sense my oath remains unfulfilled, as I still linger at your side. I fear that some other threat remains beyond our sight. You have done well, and I have yet more to speak, but now is not the time. I will return to my post among my men. When you can, come speak with me. Now we need to talk to him in the field of Celebrant. Because apparently there is something else he has forgotten. Pretty extensive for a side quest. Excuse me. Yeah. Huh. We're just gonna have to fight everything right now? Well. Oh. I need to fix that. But we'll go ahead and fix that now. So. I usually have my buttons set a certain way. And because this is, of course, new, I don't. There are two particular things I like to make sure I have. Let's see if we can find them. Okay, so use is usually U. But I usually put it on my mouse. And the other one is There's a whole selection of musical notes you can play if you wanted to. If you're that good with music, I'm not. It is... Nope, 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 nope. Nothing to do with the bags. Ah, here. Select nearest item or select next item. We're going to do this one. It's usually delete, but again, I put it on my mouse button. So apparently there is something more to the story that Doron has failed to note. It is good to see you again, Medrielle. With my ancient enemy again defeated, I feel at ease. My curse may not be lifted, but I know that along with you, I was able to stand against my foe without the fear that consumed me so long ago. The Horse Lords have a strong ally in you. Take the knowledge you have gleaned from our battle in the ruins and bring it to them. I sense the rumblings of a larger conflict in the near future. As for me, I will remain with my men. They lie in disarray, and it is my hope that I can one day rally them at my side again. Glory to Gondor. Farewell. So he's kind of given up hope there for now. Although he feels a little more at peace now that he knows that he's got the spine to stand up to Easterlings. Alright, here you go. I have come bearing reports.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
You set siege Ost Celebrant by yourself. If it were anyone else, I would think him mad, but I believe your tale. The threat that Easterlings posed was great, and it is with shame that I admit my blindness to his presence. The danger of more organized brigands serving under the eye, no less, was of great concern. Nevertheless, your work here with my men is finished. Your contribution to our plight has been immense, and it was an honor to serve with you. To the east, more of my fellows are making forays into the Rushgore. If you would aid us more, I have more yet to say to you. I guess we get all those things. We do. Dang. Okay. My bags are getting so full.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
Treasure seekers, undead oathbreakers, and Easterling rats. It's all too much. We need to deal with these brigands, and soon. If you journey along the road into the Rushgore, you will find the camp of my friend Akulf. Akulf will likely know from whence the treasure hunters are raiding the field of Celebrant. His party is small, so he will need your help ousting the wretches. May fortune shine upon you, Medrielle. Now we need to finish another quest that we've had for a while. But first, excuse me, sir.
These lands are not to be traveled lightly.
Wonderful, but can you buy my junk? Alright, so her bags aren't a ton better, but they're a little better, so yay. Grab the metal. She still needs to really work on that. Work on her crafting. Where is she on her crafting? Westfold and Jeweler. Working on mastery of Westfold and prospecting. And ooh, her metalsmith is way low. Yeah, she definitely has to work on that. Yikes. Should pull her to the nearest crafting hall and see what she needs. I know she's going to need low-level metals for that metalsmithing, which she probably doesn't have. Now, Excuse me.
What is this? What have you found?
Kurdik takes the bronze-worked heirloom you found among the debris at one of the battlefield locations and turns it around in his hands. You found this among the rocks. The years have not been kind to it. See how the bronze is bent here and here. A weapon did most of the work on it, and time did the rest. I cannot tell what this is used to be. Perhaps a decoration addition to a helmet. This gives us no advantage as far as I can see, but it is instructive to think of the things we leave behind. Was this Gondorian? Or from a helm of Erlingos? Or was it an Easterling in make? 500 years later, we cannot tell. Perhaps I will give it to my wife when I return to Rohan. She will be so proud of her Kurdik for bringing her such an interesting item. I'm sorry, Medrielle. I've become quite distracted. While you were away, I received word from a scout in the Rushgore of strange happenings in that swampy land. Find Edbrit at Akolf's camp, southeast of here on the edge of the Rushgore, and see what has happened. Well, I'm glad we stopped here because now I have 2 quests heading into the Rushgore to Akolf's camp. And one of them happens to be a book quest. So, yay. Kind of like it when things converge. Huh. How far is this camp? Oh, it's not that far. The mountains off in the distance look kind of misty. I have to wonder what part of the mountain range that is. Wow. Excuse me. Run away. Wuss. Let's see if we can avoid the Oathbreakers. And hopefully Doron can do something about his men eventually. Maybe. Ooh, rich Kalinard. Oh yes, please. We'll take that. And this is the Rushgore, and as you can tell, it's very reedy. It makes it really hard to spot your mobs in here. But here's our camp. This is actually one of the better looking camps, if you think about it.
Welcome and well met, my friend.
We'll grab the stable. I mean, they've got a ford here. They've got a stable. They even have a little makeshift watchtower and several tents. Let's see. I guess technically this is a tent too. Although it's more like where they gather to eat and talk. And this is probably the tent that whoever's in charge sleeps at. And then tents for everyone else. Very well set up. Okay. Now, that is Edbert. So that's the one for the main quest. And this is Akolf.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Edmure managed to find an adventure in these accursed wilds. Well, he's right. With just a few of us here, we will indeed need your assistance. And oh, look, he's got all sorts of quests, doesn't he?
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Among the tasks that I have set to you, I want to speak with Ulfberth, the captain of these brigand treasure seekers. Tell him we will allow his band to leave peacefully, but they must leave behind all the relics that they stole from the field of Celebrant. Ulfberth is off scene at the edge of the encampment at Atberg. This offer will only be open for a short time. If he refuses, then we shall take more drastic measures. Return to Eowulf's or scout outside of Atberg with Ulfberth's answer. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work out too well.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
There is no honor in the acts of these treasure seekers, and I am ashamed to call them kinsmen, however distant their relation to Rohirrim. They steal relics from those who fell in the days of Errol the Young and sell them to whoever will pay. For this offense, they must be punished. Go to Atberg, their encampment in the southeast, and defeat many of the brigands. Perhaps if they see we value the honor of our heritage, they will leave this place. Will you do this for us? Sure.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
While the brigands will be but a small challenge, I think there is yet another threat within their encampment. Our scouts have seen the shades of vile Oathbreakers of Gondor who betrayed their leader at the field of Celebrant and were cursed to haunt the land forever. Winston and Bagman each have differing opinions concerning what should be done. If anything, I must confess I'm uncertain that there is anything we can do at all, but you should speak with them and make that determination for yourself. I will warn you, though, if you choose to heed the advice of one of these men, do not expect the other to lend you his ear. So, basically, whoever I choose to talk to, the other one's going to ignore me.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
So as Idmore rightly guessed, we have located the brigands which have been raiding the field of Celebrant. Their encampment, which they call Atberg, lies to the southeast of here. Go there and recover the relics of my people which they have stolen from the old battlefield. If any bear the marks of their owners, we may be able to return them to their descendants. I am sure you will find crates of relics within the camp, but some, such as weapons and armor, may be borne by the treasure hunters themselves. When you have completed the task, return to Ewells or Scout. Alright, and then we have this guy here.
Many unusual things have happened in the Rushgore of late.
Cerdic sent you to me. I am not surprised. Many unusual things have happened in the Rushgore of late.
I saw a great shadowy shape fall from the sky not long ago.
You can come with me to investigate it if you wish, but first I need to ensure the safety of the Rushgore. Something has stirred up the creatures of this swampy land, and it is my duty to keep them from becoming a serious threat. I am not as young as I once was, but my arms are still strong and can still swing a sword. I may not sit the saddle as I used to, but my legs are stronger than many young man's. Together we will travel in search of the falling shadow and see what there is to see. But first, we must fend back the newly aggressive creatures of the Rushgore. If you help me in this, we will be soon underway. So the animals have become aggressive since whatever it is fell out of the sky. You can only guess what might have fallen out of the sky that would have caused that.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
These creatures you speak of are Oathbreakers of the meanest sort and should be given no quarter. They are evil and deserve their fate. We should banish them from this place. It says, note, if you begin quest lines from either Winston or Bagamund, you will be unable to take the line from the other. Well, now that we've done that whole quest chain with Doron, I don't think we want to be banishing them right off the bat.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
Medrielle, these creatures are the shades of men who fell to corruption, 'tis true, but their curse affords them the opportunity to redeem themselves. This is an opportunity we must open to them, so they may continue the fight against the Dark Lord. And I'm pretty sure I know who I'm going to be siding with.
What business have you with the Rohirrim? Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
Laughed the sorrow. There was once a company of men from Gondor who had betrayed their lord in Parth Celebrant, allowing their great fortress to fall. They were cursed for breaking their oath and continue to wander these lands to this day. Such spirits should not remain, but may only find peace upon fulfillment of their oath. I have seen these shades at Atberg, lending aid to the treasure seekers there. Perhaps you might find their captain and convince him to rejoin the fight against the enemy. Perhaps then they may find both peace and honor. I cannot do this myself, for I am in terror of the shades. We have sent young Ewells to watch Atberg. When you have completed your task, find him and report to him. Note, if you take this quest, you will begin Winston's Call of Honor line and will be unable to accept Bagman's Dishonored deadline. Like I said, now that we've done quests with Doron and know what's going on, we're of course going to take this one. But of course it means we're also going to get to do some more stuff with the Oathbreakers. And the brigands, it looks like. We get to do a lot of stuff. But, of course, we'll be doing that next time. Until then, bye for now.